Hello and welcome back to our Chase the Ace series. This will probably be the second last episode of this series. Depending on what happens in this episode, it could really make or break this season. Wexford Youth sit in second position on equal points with Spurs, but losing on goal difference. We sit in third position at the moment on 61 points, but we do have a game in hand on the two teams above us. So a win in our next game will see us go back to the top of the table, and that is where we want to be. It is so close, so tight here at the top of the table. The first game we have in this episode is against Bayern Munich, who aren't having the best of seasons, but you know they're a strong side. They're going to come out swinging. So let's get into that one. We need a win on the board. There's no question about it. A draw is not acceptable. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. There are 4 games remaining in the season. It's Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena hosting FC Basel. The big story is we will be out without Thomas Lammers for the remainder of the season. So Big Cox is going to have to step up here and lead this team from the front. We sit in third. We have 1 game in hand on the 2 teams above us. They are 2 points above us. We need a win. There's no question about it. We're deep here in the heartland of Germany. And at the home of German football, pretty much. Bayern Munich, one of the biggest sides in German football for so many years. But it is a mountain to climb, apparently. Bayern Munich are the worst scoring team in the Premier League. Okay, maybe they can't handle the fucking weather. I don't know. But they're not having the best of seasons. We are defending well. But we are going to have to get forward and try and find a goal or 2 today. Big Cox is going to have to be the big man on campus. Here's the Bayern side. Not sure who Porath is between the sticks. They've got Hummels, okay. Lewandowski on the bench. Well, there's probably why. And they've got Paul Pogba as well. Neuer on the bench. This is why they're not fucking doing well. Why would you rest these motherfuckers in a game like this? I mean, EA, sort your fucking game out. Hopefully that gets rectified for FIFA 18. You want to play the best sides, not have Neuer on the bench. I mean, jeez. All right. So the Basel lineup hasn't changed too much other than Cox is up front. Let's get out here and hopefully we can feed him a few and he can find somewhere to win a chicken dinners. Let's go. There's Bayern Munich. They're pushing hard pretty early. Shredder does well. Settles us at the back. What are you doing, Martin? He's getting held up by 2 men. Shredder slips this one off. Stojanovic down the line. Finds Dehaan. And Dehaan works his way through the midfield. Let's go, Dehaan. Takes the game on here. No one really coming at him. Has to cut back. Finds Azevedo. Sabale pushes on forward. Slips it off. Azevedo's made the run. Pushes inside. Azevedo. Oh, fake shot. And we will get a corner here early. Sabale. Here's Cox. Oh, that's a lovely big turn. And takes a shot from range. And it wasn't far off. Well, he was getting manhandled and thought he'd have a crack. Just a sider. Little poke with the left, and it's just missed. Good work from Cox. Slips it forward. Hugo Madrazo. That's a great ball. Oh, he was offside. There's Bayern Munich. Oh, good work from Azevedo. Well, there's half-time. A lackluster performance from both sides there in the first half, and it's 0-0. Come on. Rossi. Sabale. Quick touch on. Big Cox. Moves forward. Big Cox. Oh! Cox high. Slips it forward. Hugo Madrazo. Can he create some magic here? He's got Martin. Martin! Oh, save. Azevedo! Oh, pull the trigger, son. Fuck me. That was a limp dick shot. Loeffler. Oh, gets the ball forward. Come on, Big Cox. Come on, Big Cox. Yes! Get in there! Big Cox slams it home. Finally, an 81st minute goal. Persistence pays off. I left Cox on even though he was a little bit subpar today, and he comes through with the goods. Puts it in the bottom pocket. And Big Cox, great finish. 1-0 to FC Basel. We need this win. We need this win. Now we can sit back and just defend for our lives. 9 minutes to go. Oh, great work from Loeffler. Finds Hugo Madrazo. And he wrecks one from range. Ooh, and he's injured himself. Hugo's ripped the fucking hamstring off the bone there, taking that shot. Oh, it wasn't far off. Lays it off. Lays it off again. Engstrom passes it off. Thiago. Loeffler. Porath with the save. Well, there's the whistle. We take a 1-0 victory. Happy with that. Points on the board and we go back into first place. Well, only 7 shots. It was a tight game. It just didn't really break open until late. And it was Big Cox. Loeffler came on and gets an 8.6 for 10 minutes work. Not bad job, that. All right, here we go. Game number 2 of the episode. Premier League action. FC Basel at home, hosting Bayer Leverkusen. Now, we are top of the table at the moment. But we are on the same points as Spurs. They have a game in hand on us. No, we have a game in hand on them, that's right. And Wexford are on the same amount of games, I believe. So things tightening up here. The ledge is starting to come back. And, it's just so tight. It's just so tense. There's a good look at the table. Look at that. 64, 64, 64. So Wexford have played their next game. And they must have got a draw as well. So we need another win. Come on, boys. And here we go. Oh, that's a great ball off to Loeffler. Loeffler! Oh, you beautiful man! Loeffler! Wow! Hugo Madrazo plays in Loeffler. And that was absolutely majestic. 1 minute 30. And FC Basel opened the gate. And, well, look at that. Loeffler controls it, does his man like a dinner. And smashes it into the top corner. Thank you very much for coming. Loeffler scored a few goals and a few long-range bombs as well. That's his 6th goal for the season. Not a bad return for, you know, pretty much a reserves team player. But started him in the midfield today, moved Hugo into the cam role, and he's come up with the biscuits. Hugo Madrazo slips one through again, and it's an assist here from Hugo Madrazo. Finds Cox. Oh, dropped! No! Referee's not paying dick. Slips one down the line here for Dahan, and Dahan takes off. Oh, he's got some pace, old Dahan. Whips this one into the box. Cox! Where did he come from? Oh, jeez. Nikolic, good save. There's Dahan again. Getting busy early. Slips it inside to Cox. Cox looks for the opening, then gets dropped. No, Cox is down. Cox down. Oh, fuck. No, no, this is not what we need. Cox is down. And we don't have Lamas. Oh, and the world turns to Engstrom. Oh, dear. Well, Cox was looking to slip inside and just got dropped. And bang, that's an ankle. And that could be his season done as well. And we turn to Simon Engstrom. Well, he's done nothing pretty much for his entire career here at FC Basel. And now the reliance turns to the Swede. Oh, dear. Dahan does his man perfectly, and here we go again. Dahan whips it down the wing. Can he get this pass inside? Oh, he tried. Oh, fights for the ball back. I love this kid. Determination. Hugo Madrazo tried to slip forward for Loeffler again, but picked off. Oh, Azevedo, this is a run and a half, and he's pushing on forward here, Azevedo. What a run from Azevedo. Cuts back, slips it off, finds Hugo Madrazo, and a good save from Nikolic. 45 minutes gone, we're into injury time in the first half. Azevedo running the full length of the pitch, slipping inside to Hugo, and a good save. And now we have the corner. Lucas Dahan to whip in. We need a goal here. Come on, son. Dahan, Loeffler. Oh, taken out, and he looks down and injured as well. And there is half-time at 1-0. Corner for Basel. Here we go. Dahan whips it in. Rossi! Oh, couldn't keep it down. He's 50-50. Uses a burst of pace here, White. Does well. Can he get the cross in? Passes it inside. Dahan! Oh, what a save, Nikolic. That is a brilliant save. Class run there from White. Slipped it off. Dahan, just first time shot, straight at him. He saved it with his dick. And it is a corner. Oh, Rodriguez Oliveira stripped, but Diop comes back in. Here's Volland, pushes forward. Rossi. Oh! Oh no! You are joking, referee! referee fell over his own dick. Come on, man. Oh, Rossi's fault. Fuck, that's not a penalty. That's soft as shit. Fuck me. Come on. Fuck's sake. Not what we needed in the 90th fucking minute. A bullshit penalty. Oh, fuck a duck. Oh, Engstrom, you cockwank. Get out of the way. Fuck's sake. And there's a draw. Well. Things are getting so tight. So fucking tight. Well, 8 shots to 4. They had the possession. We tackled hard. That penalty is absolutely disgusting. Engstrom with a 5.7 in an entire game is filthy. Loeffler with an 8.9. Oh, Cox, no, that's not good. Well, Oscar Cox has sprained his ankle. He's gone for 4 weeks, so we won't be seeing him again this season. And we're going to have to rely on the likes of Engstrom. Jeez. This is just throwing all of the curveballs here right at the end of what could be the second last episode of this career mode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the second last game of the Premier League season, FC Basel hosting Chelsea. And we are down to our last striker pretty much in Engstrom. We do have Seamus Murphy on the bench today who can possibly come on and fill a role. I've normally played him in a cam role, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got Demota Pinto as well who can actually play striker, so we've got a couple of options, but Engstrom he's actually the highest rated striker in the team. He's an 88. He just doesn't perform like that. He feels like rubbish. He needs to find a goal. We're top of the table at the moment with the game in hand on the teams behind us, but look how tight that is. Look how fucking tight that is. Wexford have dropped back to 4th now. They're going to have to pull their finger out. They're having a horrendous second half of the season, probably because they sold off half of their players in that fucking January window. Well, they're decent ones like Junkto and shit, so sucks to be them, but we'll persist here with Engstrom in this one. Oh, boys. This is tense. This could go anyway. There's probably 6 or 7 teams that can still win the Premier League with 2 games remaining. Well, most of those teams have 1 game remaining. We have 2. We're in the box seat here at the moment. We still have an FA Cup final to play as well. That will be in the next episode. So, come on. We need a win here. We need to secure this. We need to do it here, or I may have a bit of a heart attack. There's White. Steps forward. Engstrom looks for an opening. Cuts back. Simon Engstrom! Oh, hits Jimenez right in the balls. Well, we've got an early corner. Come on, we need an early goal. Dehaan whips it in. Rossi, Madrazo! How the fuck did little Madrazo even get to that? There's Demota Pinto. Slips this one through. Here's White. Gets the ball forward. Oh, that's a penalty. Referee, you blind maggot cunt! Wow! Well, Chelsea are definitely threatening here. They've got a corner, 29 minutes gone. They've had a couple of shots at us. Get that ball out. Get the fucking ball out. Good save, Sabelli. Oh, geez, this is just insane. So intense. We need the win. There's no doubt about that. What the fuck? Just get the ball out, boys. Well, there is half-time. Chelsea have had the better of us here in the first half, but it's still 0-0, and the boys really need to find something here in the second half. Brings it across. Engstrom. Oh, for fuck's sake, Engstrom. Holds up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Useless. Cunt. Engstrom. Madrazo. Oh, get out of the way. White. Here's White. Brings it inside. Here's Demota Pinto. Tries to find an opening. Engstrom! Oh my god, it's Engstrom! How? He's just popped up out of nowhere. He's been a fuckwit all day. And somehow he just shows up at the right time and pops it past Courtois. 1-0. Demota Pinto is down in the box. That's not good. Everything is pointing to Engstrom having to play striker for us. And finally, he fucking puts one in the back of the net. Only his 5th goal of the season. But it's 1-0 FC Basel. Thank fuck. He brings it forward for Noble Lazarus. Demoto Pinto. Winter. Sabale. Opens up the angle. Ooh. Come on, Seamus. Come on, Seamus. The big Seamus. Oh, he's a loaf. Gets the ball inside. Oh, it'll be a goal kick. Come on. Don't let them score late. Don't let them score late. Don't let them... Oh, Sabelli. Brilliant. Brilliant save from Sabelli. But it is a corner now for Chelsea. And they've brought up the keeper. Stretta. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Well, there's the whistle, and it's victory for FC Basel with 1 game remaining in the Premier League season. 8 shots to 4. It's fucking tough. Thomas Lammers was the glue up front, and we've lost him. Engstrom gets a man of the match, 8.1. He was fucking rubbish. All he did was score 1 goal, but we have to persist. Oh, dear. Oh, fuck me. Demoto Pinto's now gone. Sprained ankle, 3 weeks. It's all up to Engstrom. Right, so we're going to finish this one up with 1 game remaining. Now, we're playing Juventus, who are in 18th position. They haven't had the best of seasons, but you know they're going to come out swinging. Manchester United on 66 points are the only team that can beat us to this Premier League. Wexford Youths have dropped to 5th now. They're just drawing their way and fallen off the fucking face of the earth. So it is Manchester United, the only team here by the looks of things that can take the Premier League off us and keep this series alive. We will have the final game in the next episode. We will also have the Champions League final, which I think is against Bayern Munich. The FA Cup final of Champions League. What am I talking about? So we'll have 2 games, and if we win the Premier League, that's it. So the next episode, fingers crossed we can get that win, and it will be the final one of this career mode. So thanks to everyone that's continued to watch this so far. I mean, look at that. It is so tight at the top of the table, and that win there against Chelsea has got us 1 foot in the door of completing this chase. We will see you in the next one. I'm SparringDK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.